Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Feels so good to be filming again. You guys probably don't know, but I pre-do my videos just because I know I'm in college, and in the past I haven't posted just because I am so busy with school. I am a full-time student, I manage my own business, and I do a lot of things, so I'm always busy, and I've learned that when I have time to film, I should be filming. So I filmed a bunch and I have them all scheduled to go upload on Sundays. That's kind of like my day now, because I have time to look at the video before it uploads just to make sure I like it for the most part. I decided to do a little mukbang. I've never done one of these and I don't know if I'll be any good. I watch other people do it and it looks so fun, so I was like, why not diverse myself and make different type of content. My hair is still wet, so please ignore that. I took a shower. So yeah, I just left. Actually, I took a shower, went to two banks because I had to do some stuff, and then I ordered food. I actually had a really bad experience at the place I just got food from, but I go there so much and I like love their food that I'm like, don't know. I'll probably go back, but I honestly wasn't that happy this time. If you guys want more details, you can ask. I don't know, maybe I'll talk about it. I wanted to talk about my experiences at luxury stores because of this incident that happened with the food. It reminded me that I wanted to film it, and some other people had commented on my Louis Vuitton video, my Clapton one. A lady had commented saying that she's gotten similar experiences, so I wanted to talk about it. I feel like I look like a boy, but I have hair, I swear. So yeah, I have some, I think this is patsu sauce, and it's like eel sauce. I probably should show you guys my food. Oh god. So I have a salmon lovers roll, which is basically like a salmon roll with like carrots, spicy salmon, rice, seaweed, and then I have the crazy dragon roll, they call it, but it's basically like a caterpillar roll, but it has mango, which is like so good. Basically it's a California roll with eel, avocado, or mango on top. They alternate because the way they cut it, so not a ton. And then I have like some Snapple because I'm thirsty. It is so hot in California. I looked and it was like 93 degrees, and I'm going to Disneyland today, so I'm going to film that too, but like this will be separate. So I just want to talk to you about luxury stores. So let me talk and then I'll eat a little bit. So I have been purchasing bags since my first year of college. That's when I really got into luxury handbag. Louis Vuitton Neverfull in the I got the monogram with the beige interior, and I love that bag. I don't use it as much as I did when I first got it. I like used it up until I got a new bag, which was like about from, I got it like the end of September. I'll link that video down below. It was my first Louis Vuitton video too. I'll link it down, and I used it all the way up until I think I got one around my birthday. I got another Neverfull, but in the Damier Azure print because it was so pretty. So I did that. Pour this over while we talk. So I love Louis Vuitton. My first experience was honestly one of the best. The girl there, she was an Asian lady and she was the sweetest. Like, love her. I don't know if she doesn't work there anymore. I've never seen her again. I had her business card, but I lost it. I don't know what happened to it. I remember she gave it to me because they have like a spot to put it in your receipt, and she was like so sweet. I wish I could shop with her all the time. Actually, there's one other lady that's pretty good, and she was more recently at the store, but since I go to the South Coast Louis Vuitton, so basically the one in Bloomington and the actual Louis Vuitton store there is the only ones I've ever gone to personally, and where I bought bags from for the over like almost 3 years. In September I'll had, oh my god, I've had that bag for almost 2 years. That's so crazy. Whoa. I can't believe I'm going to be 21 next year. I'm getting off on a tangent. I don't really know how mukbangs go, but basically I went in bought my dream bag. Super great. My next bag, it went pretty okay. Nothing like crazy. I went in, actually, I think I talked about it in that video. I'll link all my Louis Vuitton videos down below. I noticed like a little bit issues with quality because I saw one of the Damier Azur ones and it had some of the glazing on the leather part, like a little bit, like not super noticeable, but I noticed it and I was like, for the money, don't want it. So the guy was like, luckily we have one more, and it was perfect, took it. My Damier Ben one, I had another lady and she was great. She showed me bandoliers and I thought they were pretty, but I feel like they're more for like older. I like more pom-poms, like keychains kind of decorate my bags. That's kind of what I like. I'm gonna try one. I'm so angry. I had a bad experience because I love their sushi. I'm still gonna go back. Hopefully I don't see her again. I know they have other people, but I love this sushi place and it's not super far from my house, so I really like that. So I got that one, but I did have this one issue. Louis Vuitton, to put bags on hold when I first started shopping with them, I don't know if it's changed, so don't quote me. For them to hold a bag, you've had to have, whoa, disfocused. You have to have a buying, like, purchase record with them, otherwise they won't hold it. The first bag, the lady was so nice because I told her, like, this is my first purchase. I tried to put it under my mom's, which she bought from there, but she hadn't bought a bag in a while, so they said maybe that's why she wasn't showing on the system or something like that. But she has her receipts from there too. So I told the lady, I was like, look, I'm driving up from Riverside to Orange County. Like, it's a good hour drive and I have work later, so like I want to go up there and get my dream bag. And she was so nice. She's like, to be honest, like, you seem really interested in this bag, and she's like, I'm gonna put it on hold for you. Don't worry about it, we have enough bags of the one that you wanted. I wasn't sure if I wanted beige or red. I ended up getting the beige. But she's like, we have those. I'll put 2 of them on hold because I don't know what color you want. And I said, I'm buying one of them for sure. I just don't know if I like the beige more or the red. So she was super nice, put them on hold. But after that, I don't know, they never could find me in the system to put a bag on hold. And then I end up like complaining, like, you know, I bought a bag. And I bought those 3 Neverfulls in the year, and I think that was the last of the bags I had bought for a while. Fast forward to the following year. I guess last year technically, I got my Neo Noe in Noir, and I got my PM Turan, or my Turan PM, and I had an issue with my Turan. I called and they like said that they had changed their like how long they could hold it, and then I called the day of because I was like, oh, like I want to pick it up, and they're like, oh, you're supposed to put it on hold, we have some already reserved. And I was like, I thought you couldn't reserve them more than 24 hours. So I was like, I called like first thing in the morning. She's like, luckily one of our other boutiques has one available, so we will put it on hold and meet us in the perfume Louis Vuitton, or their perfume, like they had at the time they had like the perfume store was separate but like kind of attached. I guess like they could walk in the back room if you worked there at Louis Vuitton. So I bought my bag there. That experience was okay. The girl was super nice. She tried to sell me perfume. I don't know, I think it's like great, but it's like $100 for perfume, and I kind of have like, I like the YSL Black Opium, I like Burberry Brit, and I wasn't really in the market for perfume, so I didn't buy perfume, and she was totally cool about it. So that was nice. My Neo Noe was the first bag that I had bought at the Bloomington's Louis Vuitton. Yeah, because all my other bags, my 3 Neverfulls and my Turan, were all purchased at the like official Louis Vuitton store. Not that the Bloomington one isn't, but it's the one specifically in Bloomington. So that was the first bag I bought. The experience was nice. They gave me water that time, which was different. Now I know they give champagne, but like I'm underage, so I doubt they'd offer that to me. But they did give me water. That was nice. Let's see. That experience was pretty okay. There's like, they were really busy, so it took them a while to kind of get to me. which was kind of annoying, but whatever. It's so good. So yeah, but this is the thing, I want to talk about my experience. I've always known, like, luxury stores kind of judge you, and I've always had that. No, because my parents, like, always shop with Nordstrom's ever since I was little, so I always knew, like, you could tell that, like, the employees were sometimes nicer to the clients that, like, looked like they had more money, had, like, nice jewelry on, like, were dressed really, like, well, like, they're always nicer to them, and the other people, they'd kind of, like, if you're not buying anything, like, go away type thing. So, like, when I shopped at Louis Vuitton, I always knew, like, plus I was going to Orange County, which is a nicer area, so I would always, like, dress up and go there really nice, like, nicely dressed. But the last time I went, one of the last times I went, when I got my Louis Vuitton Clapton PM, I think is what it's fully called. I got it in the Noir with, I think, a subscriber or a, like, person that commented said the color is saffron. It's like that, like, mustard yellow slash, like, caramely, like, yellow kind of color. It's not brown, but it's not like a light yellow. It's like that deep yellow. It's really nice. I went to Disneyland that day, and I had been talking to Ben about getting that bag, and I went to go see it like a week before we were down there. He wanted to go to the special, like, computer store they had down in Orange County, so we went, and I was like, you know, I wanted to look at it. I looked at it, fell in love with it even more. So the following week we went to Disneyland because we have passes. We have the annual pass, and I was like, you know, like, if they have that bag there, because we planned on leaving early and having dinner at home. We just planned on having, like, staying till lunchtime and leaving a little bit later, right after lunchtime. So we did that, and I don't remember. I convinced him to go because I was like, can we, like, stop on the way home, even though it's not on the way home? But Ben is so sweet, so he, after much, like, pleading, he took me. And I went there, and the normal Louis Vuitton store didn't have it. Because I went there first. I knew they had a few, and I knew it wasn't as popular as a bag. Like, I knew if I was looking for a Passion Matisse, like, I'm not gonna find it. And I had them look it up. They said they had one at the Bloomington one. And I said, okay, like, I've purchased from there before, like, totally fine. So me and Ben walked all the way to the Bloomington, which is, like, other side. It's kind of a big mall, the South Coast Plaza one, but it's really nice. Dip. Dip, dip. So good. So we walked all the way there. And I had some questions about the bag because I watch a lot of Louis Vuitton videos, and I've heard through a lot of people, actually, so I felt like it was kind of alarming that the quality had got down on the bags. And the one video that was helpful about the Clapton PM, I don't know who posted it. I, like, did a lot of research before buying this bag, and it's been a few months. I got it in, like, May, and it's September, so it's been a few months, and I did research well before May till I got the bag. So I had noticed that the one lady said that she had got two. She got the Noir, and then she got the Magnolia, that pink one that's super pretty. I wanted to get that, but I was like, Crystal, like, you can't wear it all the time, and to be honest, I know I should have more fun in my bag colors, but I love that they're black because they go with everything, and I can switch out, and I never feel like you have enough black bags. That's my opinion. Everyone's entitled to choose whatever color they want. How they get a little bit too close where this pushes, and she was showing that she had hers for a while, and she was saying that it creates like this line, and she said it was wearing the bag a lot faster than the other one, which wasn't touching. So I found this one that wasn't touching, and that was a big deal for me because I was like, if I'm gonna buy a bag, I want it to be good quality, last a while. So I made sure that was something I was looking for, because they had two, and I noticed that on the bag. One was closer, like kind of more smushed, like they didn't make it fit just right, and the one that I found was like perfect. Mine's also made in France, so that's, I don't know if it's more valuable, but people, it's more sought after. It says it right up here, Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France. It's my first ever France piece. All mine are USA, which is fine. I don't really, it's not a big deal to me, but I was like, oh, like that's really special. So I went and I wanted to ask the lady questions on it. And I guess she was newer. She didn't really know anything, actually. She said that bag didn't exist at first. And then I had to show her pictures, and it was just very hard for her to find the bag. So I asked the manager if I could have a different sales associate, because I was kind of getting frustrated after spending like 20 minutes with her trying to figure out what bag I was talking about. And then she's like, we don't have it. But I was like, I went to the other one. They said it's still in your system. And the lady called and said like, it's all good, it's down there. So I was like, unless they sold it like within the few minutes of us walking down there, it has to be here. And lady, so I finally got another sales associate, and excuse me, and I was asking her questions about the bag, and that was okay. I don't know if the manager got upset that I asked for another sales associate, but I wanted someone that knew the information. I understand she's new, and like I totally get it. Like I've been new at a job, and it's hard. But I wanted questions answered, and she couldn't really answer them. So I don't think it was horrible that I asked for someone else. Ooh, I dunked it. It's a lot of sauce. And also, I want to trace back to going to the Louis Vuitton store. I was wearing a Star Wars shirt. I think I was either wearing probably pants and sneakers, and I had a Disney backpack. And to be honest, when I first walked in, the lady kind of looked at me weird, and like she kind of like scanned. You know when you know someone's like looking you up and down, like she scanned you and was like, how can I help you? Like weird. And even Ben felt it. He's like, we should get going. And they were a little bit busy. She's like, oh, there's a wait. So I was like, okay, like we'll look around. But at first she's like, oh, well, you can like come back, you know. I was like, oh, it's okay, like it's only 15 minutes, we'll like look around. And they had a couch, so we looked around, we looked at a few items, and then I sat down. And then the lady came. She was super nice. She gave me her card, and she's like, if you ever like need an item, like text me, but we don't have this one in the store. And that was super nice of her. I really liked her. I have her card. Thinking about purchasing a purse. I will use her because I know it's gonna be super difficult. That was okay. I think also they kind of profiled me because of that, because they also asked me like how I was gonna be paying before I bought the bag. I assume that's a question you ask like when someone's going to pay, like how would you like to pay. Said I'm gonna be paying card. Whatever, I brushed it off. And then they brought me a dust bag, the dust bag that the bag came in, and it was dirty. Like it had staining on it. So I said, oh, like this dust bag is dirty, can I have another one? And she brought me another dust bag, but it was a lot smaller, and the bag like was so snug in there. I was like, do you have a different one? Like it's squishing the bag, like I'm gonna be driving for a few hours, like I don't want it all squished and then have to like wait for it to kind of get its shape back and stuff it. So she was like, oh, we don't have anything. So I was like, can I talk to the manager? Again, So I talked to him and I was like, hey, like, the bag doesn't fit in this dust bag and that one's dirty. And he immediately was like, well, you can wash the dust bag. And I was like, excuse me? Like, in my head, I was like, excuse me? I'm spending over $2,000 on a bag and you're telling me I can wash a dust bag that goes, like, what? I feel like when you're buying a bag, they don't give you a dirty dust bag. You're spending over $2,000 on an item that probably didn't cost that much to make anyway. You are buying the name, which I also was like, I've never had that. I've asked for an extra dust bag for straps and it's totally fine. I had another dust bag that was super wrinkly and I was like, oh, can I have a fresh one? And they're always been so nice. I don't know if it's because it was at the Bloomington and it wasn't at like the Louis Vuitton store. I don't know. But yeah, he was like, you could wash it. And I was like, no, like, I want a different dust bag. And he was arguing with me over a dust bag and saying that they only come for each item. And at first, like, he came over when I like said I didn't want to shop with the SA that I first started with because I had questions and she wasn't able to really answer them. So he's like, oh, like, I can, like, tell you some information. He said it was modeled off the Pochette Matisse, and I know on the display they had some. So I said, well, sir, you had told me in the beginning how this bag is so similar to the Pochette Matisse. Can I have one of those dust bags? It's the same exact size. And he, like, started arguing with me, and he's like, well, we can order you a new bag if that's what you want. And I was like, no, like, I want this one. This is the one I wanted. It fits all my criteria. It fit my personal thing with how the bag is, like, structured, how I mentioned. And basically, he argued and argued with me, and I said, you know what, I want this bag, and I want a new dust bag. I want one that's not dirty. I'm paying this money. And finally, he gave me one to the Clapton backpack, which was huge. And he's like, I'll do this if it'll make you happy. And I was like, okay, like, it will make me happy. Like, I want a new dust bag. I don't care if it's bigger. I want my bag to be nicely protected on its way home. And after that, he finally did it. And then the lady asked me if I wanted water. And I said, hell yes, I want water. I didn't say it like that. I said, yeah, I'll have some water. Because I needed to cool down. I was so angry after arguing with this man for like probably a good 5 minutes. Like, Ben was telling me, he's like, why are you giving them your money when they're disrespecting you? I was like, you know, at the end of the day, I wanted this bag and I don't want to come back. So I was like, I just didn't care. Okay, so my camera cut me off. I don't know where it stopped, but I think I was talking about the guy at the store. So basically, we argued over that bag. I checked out. I left. Ben was like, why'd you buy it from them if they're so mean? Well, I got my bag. So I want you guys, anyone that's had an experience at any luxury store, to comment it down below. And I just want to know your opinion, like, what happened, like, what were you trying to get? Like, I really want to know. Or can you also comment down below, like, what you would have done in my situation? Was I being too dramatic? Should I have just washed the dust bag? I don't think I was that, I don't know, I don't think it's that crazy to want a new dust bag when it's dirty. It's like buying a shirt and then saying like, oh, there's a stain. Well, like, you could wash it. Then, like, why am I buying a dirty shirt? You know, I thought it was like the same principle. I didn't think it was a big deal. Apparently it was. This sushi is like so good. I've already ate like a ton. I tried to get like 2 rolls because I feel like it's more than enough. I hope this video doesn't offend anyone with my mukbang. I don't know exactly what you call it. I don't know how to spell it, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is going to be one of my longer videos I'm posting. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.